Hello, everybody. A lot of people are discussing whether or not there will be an eventual or imminent collapse of the United States economy, a collapse of the dollar, etc., etc. And a lot of these people are well educated and well informed, and maybe some aren't. Fact of the matter is, I think we all need to be prepared for what is possibly our imminent future. And if at least we know what to do, we'll be in a better place. Today I'm going to talk to you about a particular place geographically that might be a wise decision if the time comes where you need to vacate your particular area. You may only have 30 or 60 or 100 gallons of gas to travel somewhere. You need to make those decisions now. Where am I going to go? Because your particular place, whether it be Las Vegas or Phoenix or Montana or whatever, might not be the right place in order for your extended survival. So I'm going to make a few of these videos, I think, about places to consider. Keep them in your plans, and hopefully everything works out well for you. Thank you. Whenever I'm asked the question, where should I relocate? Fairly near proximity, my favorite answer is Buffalo, New York. That's right, Buffalo, New York. Main reason for this is your abundance of fresh water, which is going to be essential in the coming days if we take into account the fact that many prognosticate a coming economic collapse. We may need to resort to farming and the like, hunting, gathering, at least for some time. Fresh water is going to provide us with drinking water, bathing water, and also water for our crops. An important factor in this fresh water, especially with Lake Erie and Lake Ontario, is the fact that there is going to be an abundance of fish. Fish will be important in this day and age. Alright, it will be a source of protein, obviously food. Alright, in Lake Erie alone, we have an abundance of smallmouth, largemouth bass, salmon, lake trout, and in the local streams and fisheries there are also salmon and lake trout in abundance. This is in Lake Ontario and in Lake Erie. These things will be important. Another important thing to note about Buffalo is the fact that Buffalo was a booming town in the early 1900s, and as such, alright, it was built with an infrastructure to support upwards of 2 million people. Unfortunately for Buffalo, economic hard times have encouraged many people to leave the area. Fortunately for us, given this situation, there are many, I mean, I'm talking hundreds of thousands of vacant homes and properties. Now, obviously, these vacant homes and properties aren't going to be Trump Tower, but there will be a place to go and to set up shop, at least for, temporary usage while you get things under control. It'll be a place to put over your head. Buffalo is a blue-collar town, hard-working people and friendly people. They will work together, unlike many areas. This is not your hobnob, snobbish type of people. You will fit right in as long as you are ready to roll up your sleeves and help work. An important thing about Buffalo is that in the areas south of Buffalo, you have many croplands. Okay, croplands where they're growing many things, but the two most important crops are corn and grapes. Now, corn is obviously going to be important. Okay, in the coming days, obviously has many uses. Food, for one, but for feeding cattle and the like. And Eden, New York, is a very famous corn cropland in Western New York. Maybe not worldwide, but in Western New York for certain. If I can find Eden here on the map, let me see. Where are we? Eden, a little bit north, I think. Northwest. Northeast. Where are you, Eden? Hold on. I know where it is. I just gotta keep looking. That's Forestville. There we are, Eden. Eden is a very famous corn cropland. Furthermore, down southwest, there's many, and when I say many, many grape fields. Grapes are going to be important, not just for uses like jam and jelly and juices, but for wine. Wine is going to be very important in the coming days. Also here, as you can see, we have a lake. This lake is called Chautauqua Lake. It's a very famous muskie fishery. As a matter of fact, it's probably the most famous muskie lake in the country. Okay, muskie are a big predatory fish, but they are definitely edible. Okay, Mayville's a nice little town. I've been there once, and I'm showing you a little bit of the muskie lake here. It also contains many other fish like smallmouth, largemouth bass, sunfish, bluegill, crappie, catfish, and the like. But definitely the biggest and most important thing about Buffalo, New York is definitely Niagara Falls. Niagara Falls. I know. You're thinking, well, what's so great about Niagara Falls? It's a wonder of the world, right? Well, if I can scan the picture up here for a second and show you where Niagara Falls is, it's in between Lake Ontario and Lake Erie. It's connected via the Niagara River. I know, how quaint. Niagara River, Niagara Falls. Niagara Falls is, if it's not the largest, it's one of the largest hydroelectric plants on the face of the earth. See, Niagara Falls is, I believe, the second biggest waterfall on the face of the earth, and we are not going to be able to stop Niagara Falls from continuing to flow. Okay, Niagara Falls will continue to flow, and the infrastructure is there for Niagara Falls to produce power. So all we need in the coming years, if there is a collapse, is the manpower to keep the thing running, which means the Niagara Falls, Buffalo, Western New York, North or Southern Canada area will be one of the first areas to get back on its feet in that department. It will be definitely one of the first areas to see electricity again after the collapse, if there is such one. Alright, all the coal-fired plants that need coal miners that aren't getting paid, and the nuclear plants that need nuclear physicists to run them will not be on their feet nearly as quick as the Niagara Falls hydroelectric power plant. So, this, among many reasons, is one of the reasons to consider Buffalo, aside from the fact that it's relative close proximity to many other cities such as Toronto, Cleveland, Cincinnati, Detroit, Pittsburgh, Syracuse, Binghamton, Rochester, Washington, D.C., and New York City, Philadelphia. Its relative central proximity to all these cities make it a relatively intelligent choice if you need to make one. So, if the place that you're at, such as Kentucky, maybe even Florida, the place that you're at isn't the ticket, consider going to Buffalo. Okay, it's got a lot of what people are going to need. Alright, some places are going to have some of what you need. Buffalo's got almost all of it. And you're going to have to deal with some snow. You're going to have to deal with some inclement weather. But aside from that, you will never get any tornadoes, earthquakes, hurricanes, droughts, or tsunamis. Okay? You will deal with some snow, but your weather will be somewhat secure. I sound like I'm working on commission, but I'm just looking out for you guys. Think about Buffalo. Think about putting it in your plans. Take it easy, folks.